The laughter hit her like a slap. Miss Eleanor stood in the center of the polished community center floor, her fragile hands clutching her cane, her silver curls trembling as the young crowd snickered. Music thumped, lights flashed, and the DJ stared at her like she'd wandered into the wrong decade. "Ma'am," he said loudly over the microphone, "this is a teen dance night, not ballroom class." The kids roared with more laughter, phones already pointed at her. But Eleanor didn't flinch. Her eyes, soft, pale blue but still sharp, rested not on the laughter, but on the empty space in the middle of the room. "I only want one dance," she said quietly. Make sure to subscribe, like, and share. It takes a second, but it keeps powerful stories coming your way. That was the moment when the room suddenly fell into an uneasy hush. Not because they respected her, but because someone unexpected stepped forward. A tall boy, maybe 17, with long braids, dark skin, and a hoodie that said Ridgeview High Basketball. His name was Jalen. He'd been laughing just like the rest moments earlier, but now something in the woman's voice made him pause. The crowd parted as he walked toward her. "Miss," he said awkwardly, "if you want to dance, I'll dance with you." The laughter died completely this time. Eleanor's breath caught. She offered him a smile that was too gentle for a place filled with flashing lights and loud music. "Thank you," she whispered. Jalen held out his hand, and she placed her thin, wrinkled one in his. The DJ, confused, lowered the music to a slow beat. And as Jalen guided her carefully, the room washed with a mix of disbelief and embarrassment. Eleanor moved slowly, very slowly, but with grace, like the rhythm still lived somewhere deep in her bones. Her cane rested nearby, forgotten. The kids stared. Something strange filled the room, something heavier than guilt. It was respect, slow, reluctant, but growing. After the song faded, Eleanor squeezed Jalen's hand. "Would you walk with me outside for a moment?" He nodded, unsure why he felt so drawn to her. Outside, the cool night air brushed past them as they sat on a bench near the parking lot lights. Eleanor lifted her eyes to the sky. "My husband, Thomas. We danced every Saturday night for 53 years. Every week, no matter how tired he was, no matter how busy life became." Her voice trembled. "Today is 1 year since he passed." Jalen blinked. "Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am." She smiled softly. "Tonight was the first Saturday I've been alone. I thought, if I asked a room full of young people to dance, maybe someone would help me feel my Thomas again." She reached into her small purse and pulled out an old photograph. Eleanor at 20, bright-eyed and glowing, leaning into a man with a confident smile. He loved to dance, loved it more than anything. Jalen swallowed hard. The weight of her words sank deep. "I'm glad I could help you tonight," he said. She touched the back of his hand gently. "You did more than help. You gave an old woman her heartbeat back." Meanwhile, inside the center, guilt spread through the teens like frost. Whispers replaced laughter. The DJ removed his headphones and rubbed his hands together nervously. Finally, Jalen's friend Marcus spoke up. "We messed up, man." A few nodded, shame on their faces. Then someone said, "We should do something. Like, fix it." They turned to the DJ, who nodded and switched the playlist. What happened next was something Eleanor would remember until her last breath. When she and Jalen walked back inside, the lights had dimmed to a golden glow. The music wasn't loud anymore. It was calm, elegant, something from her time. And the kids, they weren't laughing. They were lined up, boys on one side, girls on the other, standing quietly, waiting. Marcus stepped forward. "Miss, we're sorry. We didn't understand. But if you'll let us, we'd like to give you a real dance." Eleanor gasped, her hand flying to her mouth. Her eyes filled instantly. Jalen squeezed her shoulder. "Go on, Miss Eleanor. This night's yours." The DJ started the song, a gentle nostalgic tune that echoed softly across the room. And the teens, awkward, stumbling, sincere, began to dance around her. They circled her gently, respectfully, like they were honoring someone sacred. Eleanor moved among them, slow and steady, tears sliding down her cheeks, her cane forgotten again. One by one, each teen asked her for a turn. She laughed, an airy, youthful laugh she hadn't heard from herself in decades. She felt 19 again. By the end of the night, Jalen walked her to her car. She turned to him one last time and placed the old photograph of herself and Thomas into his hand. "No, no," Miss, this is yours, he protested. But she closed his fingers around it. I want you to keep it. So you remember that kindness is never wasted. You changed my grief tonight. Jalen felt his throat tighten. Thank you, he whispered that as she drove away. The teens remained outside, waving like they were sending off royalty. And Eleanor, looking in her rearview mirror at the glowing lights behind her, felt a warmth in her chest she thought she had lost forever. She didn't cry this time. She smiled, and somewhere deep in her heart, she felt Thomas whisper, "You weren't dancing alone tonight."